Shocking phone calls, years of deceit, and a tactical introduction to society following Princess Diana's death. Camilla Parker Bowles' road to becoming Queen Consort wasn't as pretty as you think. Prior to claiming the title of Queen Consort, Camilla Parker Bowles grew up in a wealthy family. The daughter of Major Bruce and Rosalind Shand, she was raised in an estate called The Lanes in the village of Plumpton in East Sussex. The sprawling property, which sits on 5 acres of land, was reportedly once a rectory. According to The Guardian, Camilla's father found success as a wine merchant after serving in the British Army. Meanwhile, Camilla's mother was born into an aristocratic family and was a descendant of a very successful property developer, per Vanity Fair. As a result, the Queen Consort started building her own wealth from a young age and received a sizable inheritance from her grandparents. Camilla Parker Bowles may have grown up in an extremely rich household, but it was anything but stuffy or cold. In fact, members of the Shand family were incredibly close-knit, which helped instill the Queen Consort with strong values and a rock-solid character. As Camilla once told the Daily Mail, "We were brought up in a very happy family, and I can't whinge about my childhood because it was idyllic." William Shawcross, a biographer who grew up with Camilla, revealed that the Queen Consort's mother, Rosalind Shand, was particularly involved in the lives of her children. As Shawcross told Vanity Fair, "There were ponies, dogs, picnics. There was no pomp, no snobbery, but a lot of fun for all ages. The Shands were a happy clan." By the time Camilla Parker Bowles was 10 years old, she was sent to private school. The Queen Consort was apparently confident and strong-willed as a young child, which attracted the attention of both her boy and girl classmates. Broderick Monroe Wilson, a longtime friend of Camilla, told the Sunday Mirror, "She was into boys much quicker than other girls of her age. There was this daredevil element in her. There is a certain boldness required to go riding, hunting and jumping, and that shone through." The Queen Consort was also reportedly less interested in dressing up and being proper. Instead, she was passionate about spending time outdoors and taking part in activities like hunting and horseback riding.
I don't mind the cold. I think we were so used to it when we were children.
Carolyn Benson, a classmate of the Queen Consort, once said, per Game of Crowns, "She could talk to boys about things that interested them. She was never a girl's girl. She was always a boy's girl." Camilla Parker Bowles may be known for her romance with King Charles III, but she was previously married to Andrew Parker Bowles. According to Vanity Fair, Andrew and Camilla were first introduced in the late 1960s and began an on-again, off-again relationship that lasted for several years. As avid viewers of The Crown will know, during a break from their romance in the early 70s, Andrew dated Princess Anne, while Camilla started a relationship with Charles. Surprisingly, Camilla's relationship with Charles initially happened out of spite and jealousy. Per The Times, royal biographer Penny Junor once explained, "Camilla was passionately in love with Andrew, but he was a cad. So when she was introduced to Charles and he thought she was pretty special, she thought, Andrew is off with Princess Anne. You know her brother. Teach Andrew a lesson." Despite the way their fling began, Camilla and Charles fell in love with one another. However, Camilla's less than favourable reputation, combined with her lower social standing, made their romance nearly impossible. Their relationship came to an end when Charles joined the Royal Navy. While he was away, Camilla got engaged to Andrew, and the pair tied the knot in 1973. Andrew and Camilla welcomed their first child, Thomas Parker Bowles, in 1974. Tom is a well-known food critic based in London and the author of multiple cookbooks. The Queen Consort's second child, Laura, arrived 4 years later. Laura has had a successful career in the arts after interning at the Peggy Guggenheim Collection in Venice. Unsurprisingly, Camilla's children have nothing but kind things to say about the Queen Consort. Tom told BBC 5 Live, "She's a brilliant grandmother. I mean, she works incredibly hard. She'd be the first to say that she didn't really have a job apart from being our mother, which she was very good at. And suddenly, at age 55, she is working." By 1978, King Charles III had finished his naval career and was still an eligible bachelor. Meanwhile, Camilla Parker Bowles was 5 years into her marriage and a mother of 2. Despite the countless women Charles dated over the years, none quite made him as happy as Camilla. However, she was married, and at the time there was little likelihood that she would divorce Andrew Parker Bowles. In 1980, Charles started courting Lady Diana Spencer. Their romance progressed quickly, with the then Prince proposing in February 1981 and the pair tying the knot in July of the same year.
Well, I remember thinking what a very jolly and amusing and attractive 16-year-old she was.
Sadly, their marriage was notoriously doomed from the start. As we now know, it would seem that Charles was still in love with Camilla throughout his marriage to Princess Diana. In 1986, just 5 years after his wedding to Diana, Charles reportedly started an affair with Camilla, according to Town & Country. Charles and Camilla's affair wasn't much of a secret, and according to multiple reports, both Andrew and Diana were well aware of the extramarital liaison.
A woman's instinct is a very good one.
In 1989, 3 years into the affair, Princess Diana even confronted the future Queen Consort at a party. As Diana revealed in Andrew Morton's Diana, Her True Story, in her own words, she told Camilla, "I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that." Before long, the general public learnt about the royal affair too. In 1992, Charles and Camilla would be thrust into the spotlight following rumours of an intimate phone call between the two. Season 5 of The Crown recreated one of King Charles III's and Camilla Parker Bowles' most embarrassing moments. After attempting to keep their romance under wraps for many years, a very private phone call between the two was illicitly recorded by a stranger. In 1993, a transcript of the call was subsequently printed by multiple publications around the world, leaving no doubt that Charles and Camilla were together.
I've come to the conclusion that really it would have been far easier to have had 2 wives.
In the recordings, which took place in December 1989, Charles and Camilla exchanged sweet nothings to one another. At one point, the conversation turns explicit when the future king desperately pleads with the Queen Consort and suggests that he should be reincarnated as her tampon. As a result, the scandal became widely known as Tampongate. In his book, Guarding Diana, Protecting the Princess Around the World, Ken Worth revealed the backlash was savage. Establishment figures normally loyal to the future king and country were appalled, and some questioned the prince's suitability to rule. The repercussions of the incident were extremely serious, especially for Charles. As reported by the LA Times, Tampongate posed questions about Charles's ability to take over the throne, but it also made the royals reevaluate their security measures. Despite already knowing about his wife's affair with Charles, Andrew Parker Bowles was reportedly very embarrassed by the Tampongate scandal. In January 1995, Andrew and Camilla mutually filed for a divorce. In a joint statement obtained by the Washington Post, the pair said, "We have grown apart to such an extent that, with the exception of our children and a lasting friendship, there is little of common interest between us, and we have therefore decided to seek divorce." By the time Camilla filed for divorce, Charles and Diana were already separated. The former Prince and Princess of Wales announced their separation in December 1992, though their divorce wasn't finalised until August 1996, per history. Touching on the divorce, Princess Diana told the BBC, "We had struggled to keep it going, but obviously we'd both run out of steam."
Until it became irretrievably broken down.
No longer a married man, Charles now had the freedom to start a formal relationship with Camilla. However, Princess Diana tragically died in a car accident in 1997. According to Vanity Fair, following the death of his ex-wife, Charles strategically put his plans to publicly introduce Camilla as his partner on hold. Behind the scenes, however, the couple were apparently fighting for acceptance in the royal family. Prince William, Charles and Diana's eldest son, allegedly had an awkward first meeting with Camilla in 1998, per the Irish Times. After 2 years of building trust, Charles and Camilla went public in January 1999, when they were photographed leaving a party at the Ritz Hotel together. Afterwards, the two started to attend more events in public together. King Charles III and Camilla Parker Bowles were together publicly and officially for nearly 6 years before getting married on April 9, 2005. The couple had the support of the royal family behind them for the special event. Charles's parents, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, along with Charles's sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, all attended a blessing for the couple's marriage. Following the ceremony, Camilla was officially given the title of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cornwall. In her new role, Camilla took on many official duties. In particular, she has taken charity work very seriously since officially being integrated into the royal family. She was president of Britain's National Osteoporosis Society and brings awareness to the debilitating condition, which reportedly took the lives of both her mother and grandmother. Camilla has also dedicated her time to causes involving animal welfare, literacy, and domestic violence. A source once revealed to the Belfast Telegraph, she believes it is crucial that she can use her influence to make a difference for women. Her dedication to important causes helped many to warm up to her, especially Queen Elizabeth II. In fact, their relationship improved dramatically over the years, and the Queen even helped Camilla earn the title of Queen Consort. After a 70-year reign, Queen Elizabeth II died on September 8, 2022. As the Queen's eldest son, Charles was next in line to the throne, and he immediately took the title of King. Meanwhile, Camilla Parker Bowles received the title of Queen Consort. The decision to give Camilla the title of Queen Consort came in February 2022, during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee. In a letter addressed to the public, the Queen announced the decision, writing, "When, in the fullness of time, my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support you have given me, and it is my sincere wish that when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." While Charles and Camilla have already acquired their new titles, they won't be crowned until the coronation, which is scheduled to take place on May 6, 2023. The road to becoming Queen Consort has been a long and rocky one for Camilla Parker Bowles. Once deemed a controversial figure for her involvement with Charles, many believed that Camilla was instrumental in causing the then prince's divorce from Diana. As a result, Camilla was made out to be a villain in the media. On top of all the criticisms of her character, her outward appearance was also picked apart for years. In fact, Camilla's standing with the general public got so bad that she was once considered to be the most hated woman in Britain, per NBC News. Despite Camilla's difficult and complicated history, a majority of Brits reportedly now support her and her new title. According to a 2022 YouGov poll, 53% of the population are on board with Camilla as the Queen Consort. Though Princess Diana's death and legacy will never be forgotten, it seems as though most of the British public has accepted the union between Charles and Camilla. With the new Queen Consort as its face, the world seemingly supports the transformation of a once rigid monarchy.